So this article talks about rivalry and competition in the sense of in sports and in the workplace. So it talks a lot about sports. In sports is where competition occurs because obviously even in general most sports that have like dual teams, it's the games against each other are literally called competitions. And root word competition, compete, competitive is the same root. So it's kind of self-explanatory in that sense, but it does talk about it in the workplace, although it's most popular on the field and in games. It talks about it in the sense that competition is any type of action against another person and you want to be better than that person or team for a certain thing or for a certain RC team or for a certain job. If you want to be better than somebody, you're competing for your job. In the sense of like that is what it is talking about. And so the way they found their information is they interview people. And they interview people and they were basically like questionnaires and they're asking about the level of rivalry, whether and competition as it refers to it in the sense of like the level in which, and they talked about it, so they wanted to talk about like how it was actually related. So the way the results showed is that they found that there was obviously more competition in sports than there was in other areas, but there was also a lot of competition in the workplace. And in their questionnaires they found that in sports, when you trash talk people, it causes a relationship to be weakened and not as strong because, I mean, it makes sense because you're not talking nicely of the person. So if you're telling somebody you don't like them to another person, that person's probably not going to want to be your friend. So it weakens the relationship that you have with others, and in sports it can also cause a lot more aggression, which is not good because it can cause more fights, which leads to people getting injured, which is not good. But it does talk about it in the sense of the rivalry happening because of that. And then in the workplace, it talks about it in the sense that you're competing for the other person's job. And so the rivalry between them is for their livelihood in a sense. And so trash talking the other person lends you to not actually get a job, because if the boss hears, they don't want to hire somebody that's talking negatively against another person just because they're trying to get the same job as them. And then it says how it found like a connection that with the weekend relationships, that is happening no matter what kind of relationship, whether it's sibling in the home or whether it's sports or whether it's in the workplace, that it weakens a relationship.